Alright, welcome guys. In today's video, I'm gonna kind of go over how to do the hollow cylinder in Inventor. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Again, make sure that you are in millimeters. Make sure that you are switching to millimeters. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and click on Part, New Sketch. Again, we'll use this front view here. Then we'll go ahead and create a circle. And then we'll go ahead and type 60 millimeters. There we go. Okay, now let's go ahead and finish the sketch, and then we'll go ahead and extrude the circle. Zoom out, extrude, and then we'll do by 8 millimeters. Okay. Type 8 and press enter. Okay, so now we want to create a new sketch on top of the circle. I'm going to right click and say new sketch. And then I'm just going to draw another circle here in the middle. And then I could type in 56 millimeters. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and create another circle. This time I want it to match the outer one, right? So it's purple. There we go. Now I can go ahead and press escape. So now I have two circles. The reason that is so when I extrude, or when I finish the sketch, I can extrude this part here. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that by 22. Should be 22 millimeters. Press enter. Now I can go to the home view. There we go. Now same thing, when I go ahead and create a sketch here, I'm gonna right click, say new sketch. And then I'm gonna go ahead and sketch a circle here. Now this one is gonna be 4 millimeters. So I'm gonna go ahead and type 4 millimeters. And I'm gonna press enter. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use the horizontal, not the horizontal, the vertical constraint. So I can constrain the circle vertically. Okay. Okay, so what it's telling me here is that I need to delete the dimension. Okay, so let's go ahead and delete that. There we go, delete. Now I should be able to use the horizontal, the vertical constraint. There we go. So again, after this part, all we're gonna do is create a circular pattern. So let's go here, circular pattern. Again, we want to make a pattern out of the circle. Then we have the number here for 6. And then now the center point, we want to make it here in the center. Okay. And then we can go ahead and press OK. There we go. Now we can go ahead and finish the sketch. And now we should be able to extrude these circles. Okay. So again, we're going to go ahead and extrude by 6 millimeters. So I'm going to type in 6 millimeters and press enter. There we go. So again, looks similar as our previous hollow cylinder. This time again, we're just doing it in Inventor. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add our arcs. So I'm going to right click here, and I want to create a new sketch. So now this time I want to create a arc. So here, 3-point arc. I'm going to click the center here, 1. Hopefully I can find the center. I'm not sure where the center is. Again, it's very important that you find the center, because we're going to end up creating a pattern out of this. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and click there. And then over here, I want it so that it touches the circle, the outer edge of the circle. Okay. Now once I have that, I'm going to press escape, and I'm going to use the tangent constraint, right? Because I want this curve to touch this line here. So there we go. We have the constraint applied. Okay, so now it's touching. Now we want to create a pattern out of this line here. Okay. So let's go ahead and use the circular pattern. Let me zoom out a little bit. So again, I want to select this blue line. Axis, the middle. 6 lines. Now I want to be careful because again, I want to make sure that all the lines are touching. I want to press OK. Now we have our lines, but again, I want to make sure that they're touching, or else we're not going to be able to do the correct extrusion, right? So for example, this has to be touching this line. There we go. That's in the middle. That's in the middle. That's in the middle. So those should be touching, right? Again, if they're both in the middle, then that's fine. So let's go on to the next one. These are all touching. Again, because it's a pattern, they should be in the middle, right? They should all be touching now since I fixed one. Looks like they both are touching in the middle. There we go. Let's go ahead and try to extrude to see if it'll do the extrusion. So we'll go ahead and finish the sketch. Okay, now it's not selecting this part. Okay, it is selecting this part, right? There we go. That's what we wanted. There we go. Here. And also here. And then we're going to go ahead and extrude by another 6 millimeters. So I'll go ahead and press enter. There we go. So now we have our hollow cylinder, right? So again, the last step is, again, make sure you are in the home view. Now hopefully you have a better view. Right, that's good enough. And now you're going to add text, right? So you go to sketch, text, you add a box here. You should be able to add a box to add text. You can even add a box here on the cylinder itself, or again, you can add a box here. And then you add your name. Add your full name. Make sure that it's in bold. Again, the bigger the font, the better. Add your name. And then once you add your name, again, you can save your work by clicking save. Okay, so it just says that you have to finish the sketch. You can go ahead and save it, right? Save it. You can add your name here or name it something else, hollow cylinder. You can save it, and then you can take your full Windows screenshot and turn it in for your assignment. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.